this young man was coming back from church. Indians attacked him, beat him to death. We don't own any building. You can't even buy property. You can't buy land. You can't buy bike. If you want to buy bike, we give money to Indians. They will use their name to go and buy the bike for you, throwing stone on us. The Indians, not even the police. Then the police started using the baton on us. They bust our head, break our leg, arrested us, and still collected 315,000. You go there for leg pain, that's the end. You go there for tooth pain, that's the end. So many of us died. Don't go to hospital. If you are sick, go to chemist. Don't let them shoot you any injection. Take drugs, and when you get home, goggle those drugs they use before taking it. The Nigerian High Commission gave an order to the India police that they should try to do something that will scare Nigerians. The Indians that we do welcome and respect over here, when you walk past them in their country, they will take their cloth and close their nose like we are smelling.
On this episode of Africans Speak, our guest, Africa Obeges, who is an activist, shares the realities of lives of Africans living in India. So don't go away.
Welcome to the show, Africa Obeges.
Yeah.
Very nice to have you here. You're welcome to Africans Speak. And I have seen a lot of very disturbing videos shared on social media. Can you tell us more about what is really going on and what is happening to Nigerians in India?
First of all, I wouldn't say it's a Nigeria problem. It's not just a Nigeria problem. It's an Africa problem. That's why most of the time when I try to push these things forward, I use the word Africa because we are the people suffering it. You understand? Just like in the India over there, we have Nigerians, Tanzanians, Ugandans, Kenyans. We are all there. Togolese, they are there. Congolese, they are there. We are all there. But 80% of the Africans that are there are Nigerians. So that is why most of the things that do happen to Africans over there happen to Nigerians mostly. And if you go into it, inside in Nigeria, we have the Edos, the Yorubas, the Ijos, the Shekiri, the Urobos, and the Igbos. And inside in Nigeria, 80%, or should I say, let me say 50% of the people over there are Igbos. They are Igbos. So most of the things that happen always happen to the Igbos. But we don't want to commonize it that way. We have to say it the way it is. It's an Africa problem. On the 1st of April, a brother was murdered by an India police, tried to extort money from him because this is what they've been doing to us. All this while they always owe us. Whenever they arrest us, they ask us to bring 1 million naira, 2 million naira. Then they let us go. But sometimes we don't have that money. And when we try to explain to them that we don't have this money, we can't pay money now, it becomes something else. So that's the case of what happened to that brother. And according to reports, the police used a baton to hit the back of the head of that brother. So the brother collapsed. That was when that brother died. Every week they must kill somebody. This is what brought Nigerians outside to protest that, okay, if you know you're not the person that killed this brother, give us this CCTV footage, because there is a CCTV footage there. But the police insist. They said they can't give it out, that we should calm down, we should go back home. And we all know that when we go back home, nothing is going to happen. So they try to bury the evidence. But we as a people, we said we wanted that evidence, the CCTV footage. That was what we were demanding from the courts. They refused to give us. And it results to violence. They started throwing stone on us. The Indians, not even the police, the Indians that were around that vicinity, they started throwing stone on us. Then the police started using the baton on us. So some of us were ran, some got injured, some broke legs, some their head were burst. Then they took a lot of us to prison. I also had a report that the Nigerian High Commission gave an order to the India police that they should try to do something that will scare Nigerians away, so Nigerians can go back inside.
Wait. The Nigerian High Commission told the Indian police.
Yeah, that was
something that was scared
from one person, not from one person, two persons. Everybody was saying it, that the High Commission said to the police that they should just try to do something, even if it's not going to harm us. But you know what that means? They should just do something that will scare us away so we can run inside.
Wow.
Yeah, because the numbers of people that came out was just small. So that was what brought the police, made them using their batting on us. So that was what happened. So they took some of us to the hospital, more than 50 of us to the jail. Then we went to court trying to settle the issue so they would bring those our sisters out. So they granted them pay, 50,000 rupees pay. And that 50,000 rupees, it's almost 300 and something thousand. But
in what part of India is this happening? Is it happening in all parts of India, or is it just one
yeah,
part?
It's happening in all parts of India. All parts of India. In Kolkata, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi.
But this incident happened in New Delhi.
Yeah, this incident happened in New Delhi. There was one that happened like that also in 2013. Then Goodluck Jonathan was the president, and he made it clear to them that if Indians are going to continue treating Nigerians like this, he wants them to be aware that they are just less than 50,000 Nigerians in India, but they have over 4 million Indians in Nigeria. And if Indians are not ready to give justice and to respect the Nigerians that are there, that is going to deport all Indians back to India. So that was what brought peace since 2013, not up until 2018, since like this started happening again.
And the Nigerian government has not said anything about it, and the Indian government is not saying anything about it either.
The Indian government is not saying anything about it, but I don't think this thing has gotten to the Indian government, the right authority. It hasn't, because we haven't created such awareness that will draw the attention of the Indian government, because no government will support such mistreatment of foreigners, because they know what it costs, what it can bring to them.
Well, this is why we have to keep speaking up and talking about it until the right authorities notice. Have you had any personal experiences with the police, the Indian police?
Yeah, I had a whole lot of experiences with the police. First of all, there was a day that brother just picked the call. Hello, brother Gilbert. Yeah, good afternoon. It's me, Africa Obeges. How much is 50,000 rupees in Naira? Okay, 315,000. That's the amount of the bill they gave to us. They said they wanted to help us because there's an organization in India over there that was formed by some group of persons, and they are using this organization to oppress Nigerians, to extort from us, because they are working with the police and they have backup from the Nigerian embassy.
What is this organization called?
This organization is called ANSCA, AINSCA, ANSCA. They call it All Indian Nigeria Students and Community Association. They call it ANSCA. And this organization has been the one who have been posing as our helpers, as our government. They came to the police and said that they want to settle this issue. They should grant these people bail, free these people. So they grant us the bail, 25,000 for bail, 25,000 for shorty, 50,000 rupees. That the same money I just got this brother for to tell us how much. And I think you heard what the brother said.
Yes.
315,000 naira. Each person. More than 40 persons were arrested. 315,000 naira to bail each person. And most of them are women, Nigerian women, that were arrested. But all of them were Nigerians. We came out to demand for justice. Give us the CCTV footage. That was our crime. They bust our head, break our leg, arrested us, and still collected 315,000 naira each. That's the act of injustice that we're experiencing.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It is the height of injustice.
I personally had similar experience. You understand? So many experiences from India and India police. There was a time I went to the mall and I was already coming outside. I saw them holding some Nigerians. Some of these Nigerians that were arrested, they were at a KFC eating burger. What was their crime? Police said they are not putting on nose masks. And I don't think there's any way somebody is going to put on nose mask in KFC and be eating burger. But these Nigerians, they are people who are always afraid. So they couldn't speak out. They were just following the police, 2 policemen carrying more than 11 persons. So they were following them, negotiating. The police said they are going to bring 2,000 rupees. But first, they want to take them to the police station. And if the police arrest any Nigerian for nose mask and they say you should follow them to the police station, follow them there, they will change the issue from nose mask to where is your paper, because they know most of the Nigerians don't have papers. So when they take it to the issue of paper, then they will demand big money from you, 2 million naira, 1.5 million. That's the money we pay over there. So it was when I got there, I made the police to understand, why will you arrest these brothers because they are not putting on nose masks? When there are hundreds of Indians over there that are not putting on nose masks, why don't you arrest these Indians also? So if you are going to arrest my brothers, arrest these Indians that are there. So we started talking, and he said, okay, I should tell my brothers to put on those masks. So I told all of them, put on your nose mask. I said, okay, let them go. That was how I freed those brothers. I wasn't having paper then also, but it was because of my boldness. I went there, I told the police, what's wrong with you people? What is the crime this man committed? Nothing, because he's an African. He was using a scooty bike. So they wanted to take the bike and take money from him. I said, no, you can't do this thing. They said, who are you? Where's your paper? I said, are you mad? What do you mean, where's my paper? Do you know who I am? So immediately they contacted that tension. I freed that brother also. Free. So there was a time also I was coming from a party. Police stopped me. I was inside a Ola cab. And inside this cab, India police are not supposed to stop those cabs. But those cab drivers will always, before the police stop them, they will stop for the police. Because they are carrying an African. They know that the police is their brother and the police will extort money from that African. They can as well come back later and collect their part of the money. So they always stop for police to harass Africans. So when the Ola driver stopped me, what happened? Police officer that was not using those masks was asking me, why am I not using those masks? Trying to snap me picture and say I should bring money. That, Baba, you bring 500 rupees or you police station. I said, you are mad. You are not using those masks and they want to arrest me. So it was because when power jam power we understand. That was why I was able to contact those policemen, and I left freely. And I told that Ola driver, I will report you to your company. Immediately he started begging me. And there are a series of cases like that that have come in contact with police trying to extort from Africans. I will video them, and when they find out that I had a video, they will tell me, okay, Baba, please delete video, me brother release. I say, okay, release brother. They release, I delete video. So they are afraid of the camera. For me, I'm making use of the camera.
You're encouraging Africans and Nigerians to challenge them and then make videos of the harassments.
Yes. We want to make Nigerians back home to understand what we are passing through over there. So when they see these Indians in Nigeria, they want to give them that respect that we have been given. Because if it wasn't that I've gotten this experience, that I went there and I saw before coming back, if it wasn't for that, if I see any Nigerian trying to fight any India, I will support that India to fight the Nigeria. Because that's our mentality. We respect foreigners without knowing their intentions.
Yes.
We respect them, we protect them. But in their country, they don't respect us. They don't protect us. We don't have the freedom that they have here. If a player in India will leave India and come to Nigeria immediately and become a king, we start respecting them.
That is true.
Over there in their country, we don't have peace. We don't have freedom. We don't have justice. You can't go out and come back. You might go out and from there straight to jail without committing any crime because you don't have money to give them.
Wow.
We in Nigeria, yeah, those foreigners, Indians, let me be specific, Indians, the Chinese, the Japanese, all of them, when they come to Nigeria, they buy cars, they buy buildings, they own companies. But we in India, in those countries, we don't own any company. We don't own any building. You can't even buy property. You can't buy land. You can't buy bike, ordinary bike. If you want to buy bike, we give money to Indians. They will use their name to go and buy the bike for you. Then we will pay them money. So that's a source of income for Indians. They take it as a work. It's their duty. That's how Indians make money. Those jobless ones, what they do is buy bike for Africans, buy cars for Africans. They make money from it. An Indian man will buy a bike for you or car and come back to you tomorrow and tell you that the car belongs to him. Because why? He used his name. And he will take the car from you and then ask you to bring 2 million naira again. You will give him money, he will give you the car. Whenever he's hungry, he will come back and take that same car again. But we don't say it out. But I personally now, I'm bringing everything out. Let everybody know what we are passing through. You can't even rent a house, an apartment in India peacefully. You will have problem. In India, your landlord can come to your house, see you are having a nice AC, and tell you to pack at. He wants that AC. And you as a Nigerian will be afraid because why? You don't have paper. You will be afraid because he might call the police. You will be afraid because when the police come, they will take you to jail. They will take you to the deportation camp. So Nigerians are afraid, but now me, I'm not afraid, and I don't want them to be afraid, because as long as they are afraid, the police will keep extorting from them, will keep oppressing them, will keep maltreating them. So this is what we are passing through in India. This young man from Edo, he was from Benin, he was coming back from church. Indians attacked him, beat him to death. It's not new to us. We Nigerians now see it as nothing. We are becoming used to it, becoming used to seeing our brothers being killed by Indians, becoming used to seeing our brothers being killed by India police. In India, there is a time that we have to advise ourselves to stop going to the hospital during this corona pandemic. Those of us who went to hospitals during that period of time to complain of headache, we don't come back alive. You go there for leg pain, you don't come back alive. If they were trying to use us as an experiment to see if that thing they've mixed together, that they want to call vaccine for corona, if they can come out with a perfect solution, they were using us as an example. You go there for headache, that's the end of the day. You go there for leg pain, that's the end. You go there for tooth pain, that's the end. So many of us died during that pandemic. So we began to advise ourselves, don't go to hospital. If you are sick, go to chemist. Don't let them shoot you any injection. Take drugs, and when you get home, goggle those drugs they use before taking it.
Just I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
That's our experience, our daily experience every day. Police brutality, oppression. The Indians that we do welcome and respect over here, when you walk past them in their country, they will take their cloth and close their nose like we are smelling. Oh yes, that's how they do it. When you see it inside the metro, the train, they won't come close to you. They will stay in the distance and be laughing at you. They will be looking you, letting you know that they are looking at you and be laughing at you. So that society, India, is a rationalistic society. It's only when we start treating them the way they are treating us, that's when we are going to have respect. Then they will respect us. And we have very little at stake, because we own no companies in India, or India's own companies in our country. So when we start threatening them, they will be forced to tell their government to protect Nigerians over them, and then they will respect us. Because I believe you cannot really communicate with a man until you learn how to communicate with him. You cannot communicate with a man until you learn how to speak his language. On this interview, if you are speaking French and I'm speaking German, the interview won't go well. We won't understand what we are saying. It's only when I'm able to speak the language that you are speaking to me, that's when we will get some understanding. But I will advise Nigerians in India to support Nigerians in Nigeria who are willing to take the battle and go to that India embassy, go to their homes, those estates where they stay, and warn them, not violently, but to protest and let them know that we are not so blind to the experience that our people are getting in your country. So if you must have peace in Nigeria, advise your people in India to give that peace to Nigerians in India.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Africa Obeges. I mean, it's horrible what is happening to Africans in India, and we will just keep speaking up. Like you said, we'll keep speaking up, we'll keep talking about it until this information gets to the right authorities. So I'm very glad that you shared your story, and yes, keep fighting, keep your activism going, and all the best. All the best.